Good morning. This is Renee, your wealth coach. Thank you for joining me on this wealth chat. And I wanted to give a recap from yesterday's cash flow game. For the last 4 games now, I've been playing almost a year. I've had the game for years, but then I repurchased it again. And I used the cash flow game as a teaching tool for my mentees. And so I walk away from the game uh, with some extra knowledge that I didn't have myself. So at the beginning, I would just watch everybody as you're learning the game, but the game teaches you how to invest. And so my key takeaways from yesterday, because the last 4 games that I play, and for those that are just now seeing this for the first time, every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m., I have a virtual online I host an online cash flow game, and it's Cash Flow Sunday. So this is an opportunity to come. If you're a beginner investor, if you're an intermediate or an advanced investor, there's no way that you won't take away from this game. And so for the last 4 games, which, like I said, I've been playing it now for over 6 months with different people. And it's hard to get out of the rat race, to be honest with you. But the last 4 games, I have gotten out of the rat race. Not only have I gotten out of the rat race, but I also won the game consistently. And each game, my strategies were a little different. So these are my takeaways. First, before you begin the game, you start with your why, your big dream, your big picture. What are you trying to accomplish by investing? And so just to share for myself, I am 56 going on 57, so I'm close to retirement age. And there's life after retirement. So I want to make sure that I have enough money to live the life that I'm accustomed to living, or do some things that I want to try. Like I want to travel the world a little bit. So that's why I'm setting up an online business. So I can make money while I sleep. So I have an online book, I have online classes. So these are things that people can purchase at any time. Our online classes are scheduled, but eventually by this year, I will be working on taking it to another level of having recorded classes. So if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you could take my classes. And so that's a goal. So you pick out a dream, and that's my dream. That's my goal. So while you're playing the game, everyone has different salaries, they have different savings. So one of the gems I walked away from is that when you start the game, if you have less than 5,000 in a savings account, you take a small deal. A small deal means that you can possibly buy, like say, here's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house that you can buy with $3,000 down. The house is $50,000. The cash flow is $100,000. The mortgage is $47,000 after you put down the $3,000. So you can buy a 2-bedroom house or 2-bedroom condo. So that's the area that you're in if you have 5,000 and less in your savings. So what if you say I have 0 in my account? Well, if you make 50,000 a year and you pay yourself 10% of that, which is a dime, pay yourself a dime of every dollar that you take in, whether it's through your pay, through your birthday gifts, through your bonuses, through your raises, pay yourself a dime off of every dollar that comes into your hands. So if you make 50,000, let's use that amount, at the end of the year, you'll have 5,000. So you just have to wait it out, be patient. Your time will come. There are some people that start off the game that has money. Now you can take out a loan. You can play the game that way. You use other people's money. But you'll see as you go along how that benefits you, and when not to take the loan. And then after you, now you got your 50,000, and so you got $100 extra coming in a month off of cash flow. So put that aside. So you're paying yourself a dime. Now you're making $100 a month off of your rental or this 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom house that you bought. Then you could take that $100 and put that aside with the 10 cents of every dollar that you bring in. So the next year you have more money to invest. So now you're over 6,000. Now you can go for some of the bigger deals. Now here's a duplex for sale. Now this requires a $10,000 down payment. The house is $250,000, $10,000 down payment. So that's $5,000 that you saved from your paying yourself. That's the extra $100. Any bonuses, any extra creative, you wrote a book and you're getting royalties from that. So, you're just creating money along the way. So this is a $10,000. So you might have to wait to, if you don't have it within the second year, hold off to the third year. And now you got $10,000. This cash flow is $1,100 a month. So you see how it's growing. And so you may need to stop and pay something down, but you keep increasing your portfolio to where now you are out of the rat race. You have enough passive income coming in to take care of your bills, your property is being well taken care of, you're putting aside your passive income. Now you're outside of the rat race. Now you're making bigger deals, to whereas here's a dry cleaner for sale for $130,000. You could pay cash for it because you were consistently chugging along, adding to your passive income, growing your money. Your money's now growing. Now your money's working for you. In the rat race, which is that circle is behind me, that circle behind me. You're working, you're paying bills because you have you're working a job. You start off working a job and you're working for money. But then on the side, you're creating income and passive income so that one day you don't have to work if you so choose. If you choose to keep working, then so be it. But then on the outer board is where your money is working for you. So I started off the game with, I only had I had like a little over $1,000 starting the game. But as I was going around and working, I was making small investments. So an opportunity came where I could purchase a stock. It was between 5 and you get these market cards. And that's when the real magic happens. But, we look for those dollar investment stocks. I purchased stock for $1. I bought 1,000 shares for $1. And so the price range, history showed that price range was anywhere between $5 and $40. So I was patient and waited until the market paid me the $40. Then I sold my stock. Now I had $40,000. So that allowed me to do bigger deals, or, I was able to pull the bigger deals versus the smaller deals. So I was able to buy different types of businesses, apartment buildings, small apartment buildings. And so that got me out of the rat race. So consistently just starting where I was. Of course, there were some great deals that came across my desk, but I didn't have enough cash for the down payment. So I would just patiently wait, got a few paychecks, kept being diligent, paying my bills, keeping my credit good. And then boom, I had enough money. I picked a card and it required $3,000. I saved $3,000 of my to paying myself. And then I was able to make a purchase. And so it doesn't happen overnight. even though the game, hour, 2 hour game, but when you transfer it into years, you know, so you may not come out the gate buying, a bunch of stocks and properties, but eventually you will get there if you consistently pay yourself. That'll give you a cushion for the first year. So you may not be able to make your first purchase for 12 months. That's not a long time, but it gives you enough time to, if you make 50,000 at the end of the year, you should have 5,000 if you paid yourself 10%. That's enough for a down payment on buying some stocks or buying your first rental property, or um, you know, whether you move into it, you could buy a duplex or a threeplex, triplex, or a quad and move into it. That would give you enough down payment to purchase your first investment property, which will give you passive income. So I hope that information was beneficial. So what we'll do going forward, every Sunday at 3 o'clock, you log on to Rich Dad Poor Dad Cash Flow Game. I have a games board set up under Heirs. You click onto that and you then join into my board. Let's play together, learn together the art of investment, and let's build our wealth. Bye for now.